Independence Day!
Huh?
No!
Christmas, where you hang out with family, open presents, and
Watch bad movies. So I did a poll on YouTube saying which bad movie should I review, and the most of y'all said Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Unfortunately, y'all picked the lamest one. This is literally the first movie, but with the very, very, very bad short film behind it. Like literally, half of the film is just the first film, but shorter. I really can't describe it. It's literally just the first film, but with the guy going on a killing spree in the suburbs after, and that's the movie. Okay, it's 12:01 and I haven't eaten not a single thing, so I might as well just cook something before watching this bad movie. But got it here. I got eggs. What's that, bacon? I got cheese. That's good. There's pancakes in there too. I mean, this kitchen is. There's pancakes in here too. I mean, I could just. Okay, well, I'm just gonna cook this real quick. Pancakes coming out nice. This has nothing to do with the video, but you know, it's just a little side thing. You know, we put the bacon in the air fryer. I know the air fryer's a little dirty, but you know, we'll clean it eventually. You know, we just do it. Oh, okay, we do that. Oh my God, you can see me. Just do that, and then yeah, we just cook it. There we go. All right, now we just, you know, plop the butter in. I know the butter seems kind of big, but you know, I'm fat. Get off. And then, you know, we just let it sizzle around. See what the power of editing do. I'm gonna go over here. Pancakes. There's little eggs on it, but that's okay. There's the eggs right here. It's done. I actually like to season my food. I actually put what's it called? Sea salt in this. In my eggs, because I like sea salt better more than just regular salt. And I just put pepper in it, you know, the usual. I'm gonna check up on this, and you know, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna let it sit in there for a couple more minutes, and yeah. Alright, so I finished cooking the breakfast, and let's watch this crappy movie. Since this movie is 60% recap, let's go over the recap. In the first movie, there was two brothers, Ricky and Billy. Billy is the first Santa Claus in the first movie, and Ricky is the second Santa Claus in the second movie. So how do these psychopaths dress up as Santa Claus and start murdering people? Well, it all falls on one December night where Ricky and Billy's parents was murdered. Now, Billy just so happened to see his parents get murdered, but Ricky is a baby, so, you know, he can't really remember because, you know, he's a baby. Oh, just to note, Ricky was not harmed in this because, you know, he's a baby. After this event, Ricky and Billy was moved to St. Mary's Orphanage where Billy was heavily abused. So later in his adult life, he adopted the Santa cosplay and started murdering people with his iconic catchphrase. Punish! So nearing the end of the movie, they was preparing to put a Santa Claus in a costume and, you know, surprise all the orphan kids. And Ricky is still there, but he's young now. He ain't a baby anymore. But I just need y'all to, like, watch this scene real quick.
Get out of it! Get away from it!
It's like, dude, you had so many options to, like, stop him. You shot him. You shot at kids, basically, because Santa Claus was, well, it turns out that this wasn't Billy, but, dude, he had so many other options instead of just, like, you know, just shooting at a bunch of kids. Like, that actually sucks. Imagine being a minimum wage paying Santa Claus on Christmas and then just getting shot by the cops because they think you're a serial killer. That suck. Hey Santa, play me a song. Hey, get it. Dun, 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 dun. You're drippy, Santa. Drippy! Hey man, this is my man Santa Claus, you feel me? My man Santa. Oh. So Santa, being the real Santa Claus, breaks into the orphanage filled with the kids and is finna kill the person that caused him trauma all of these years until Billy is eventually stopped by a guy that shoots him in the back. And with Billy with his dying breath says,
Santa Claus is gone.
And that's how you cause trauma to a bunch of kids. Silent Night, Deadly Night is truly a cult classic. Cannot say the same for 2 and 3. Let me explain something. Different shirt, different night. I know, deal with it. So while doing research, there are 5 Silent Night, Deadly Night movies, but Silent Night, Deadly Night 1, 2, and 3 are all connected. 4 and 5 are completely different films. So obviously I'm not gonna be reviewing them because they're not a part of the whole Ricky and Billy timeline. So you know what I decided? I decided that I'm going to review Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. That movie's not good. But of course we gotta review Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 before we get to 3, so let's just...
The movie starts off by some shoes tapping. That's nice. We get introduced to Ricky, a fully grown man now. He is making a podcast with some black guy. And I don't know what room they in, what building they in. They look like an insane asylum, but I'm not sure. Now let me tell you why this movie is so bad. The beginning of this movie is just Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. The events Ricky talked about is just Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. We don't need a whole 40-minute recap, because I already talked about this. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna skip all of this mess that he's talking, because we don't need, like, I feel bad for the people that went and reviewed this movie when it came out, because they was like, man, I can't wait for the sequel, and they just get Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 again.
I'm not even lying. If you skip 40 minutes of this movie, you will not miss a single thing. Unless you haven't seen Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 before seeing 2, you will not miss out on nothing. Apparently, the film crew was given a crap budget and was just told to remake the original, but they obviously wanted to do something different, so we just got a bad 50-minute short film behind it.
Who killed your parents?
You really want to know?
Who, Ricky? Who did it?
Santa Claus.
Let me go over the more important details of the movie. So Ricky was finally taken in by a family called the Rosenbergs. And according to Ricky, they was good to him until all of a sudden his father passed away. Now, Ricky caught 2 bodies that wasn't reported on his record. The only murders that was reported on his record is when he went on a shooting spree. Now, this is where things starting to get a little bit interesting.
So you know how Billy in Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 witnessed his mother like get her shirt ripped open, then her neck slashed? Somehow, some fucking how, Ricky, the baby in the backseat who couldn't see anything, was able to envision it. Oh my god, this is so stupid. He was able to see traumatic things happen to his mother, but he was a baby in the backseat. I'm gonna try to explain that a little bit more simpler. You know how Billy saw his mother get killed? Ricky was a baby. He couldn't see anything because he was crying because he's a baby. What? And the second murder happened when some guy was getting his butt beat by a guy named Rocco. Ricky picked him up, got an umbrella, and just stabbed him in the stomach with it and opened it. If that's not a creative kill, then I don't know what is. Now let me talk about this lame ass relationship they had to put in this film. So Ricky surprisingly had a girlfriend. They met after she knocked his bike over. He was finna turn into Santa Claus and murder her right there, but after he looked at her, he like, damn, I should hit that. So they did, and you know, he thought, oh, it was my first time. I thought it was hers too. If you think I'm lying, then go watch the movie for yourself. He dead ass said that shit. But you know, moving on.
Now by all accounts, Ricky said she was the one. Keep that in mind.
What did you say this movie was about?
Oh, it's great. It's about this guy who dresses up like Santa Claus and kills people.
What? I'm holding you up, asshole.
That's Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. The same film where Ricky and Billy is in. The same film where the parents got killed. The same film where the orphanage is introduced. The same film that Billy died in! The same film we just spent 40 minutes recapping on. They really couldn't get nothing original, like Black Christmas, or any other slasher. That particular movie, Ricky leaves to go kill somebody, and we meet Jessica, that's his girlfriend's name, Jessica's ex-boyfriend named Chip. Okay. Ricky cartoonishly kills another man, and they run into Chip again while they're just taking a nice little walk in the suburbs. They get into a confrontation.
That's enough.
Whoa, it speaks. I said, that's enough.
Listen, bud. That's what she said when I fucked her brains out in the backseat of old Red here.
Jessica tries to break it up a fall, I don't know how. Then Ricky kills Chip by electrocuting him.
Jessica going off on Ricky starts getting flashbacks of when I guess like a nun was telling him this and Punish came in. So Ricky grabs an antenna and starts strangling her. So much for that. She was the one bullshit.
Ricky's killing spree starts when a cop gets stupidly close to him and gets his brains blown out. Like, what was you expecting? Ricky grabs a gun, kills a football player, the infamous garbage day meme, and kills a dude who's driving his car. It flips, which barely misses that stunt performer, and it just blows up. Ain't that cool? Ricky's spree ends when he's stopped by the cops and he tries to kill himself, but there's no more bullets. So he's taken in by the ops and now he's in this asylum. Ricky kills whoever the doctor's name was and starts threatening Mother Superior, who had a stroke. Now Ricky adopts a Santa costume just like his brother. Ricky breaks into Mother Superior's house and decapitates her. Not just a regular axe murder, just straight up decapitation. Then when Ricky's not looking, he gets shot in his chest 3 times, fall off the balcony like Michael, and supposedly dies, but this piece of opens his eyes for another sequel. Freeze frame! Silent Night Deadly Night 3 is a pathetic piece of trash that doesn't even try with its own series. This movie is unironically the worst movie in the whole entire franchise. This movie is lazy, the actors don't even try, and I'm not gonna review this movie, even though literally a couple of minutes ago I said I did. I'm sorry, but I just cannot stand this movie. This movie is so trash, man. Fuck this movie. With Silent Night Deadly Night 2, you can skip the beginning, but you can't skip this piece of shit. And that's Silent Night Deadly Night. I watched 3 movies. One of them wasn't bad, the other 2 was god awful. So, that is the end of... Can you shut the fuck? One of them didn't suck. The other 2 did. I'm tired, and I'm gonna go to bed.